You're dealing with KCYP 97.7 The City and KTAI 91.1 The One Feel.
Hello and welcome to RGV Rocks. Thank you for the intro, Audex, and I want to say that this is our second episode of the new coming year. So, hello, welcome 2022. I also want to thank you really quick. Rudy is back on the air with us.
Thank you.
And for the people that don't know who we are or what we do, RGV Rocks is a radio show and now an online podcast dedicated to the local talent events and all the wonderful people in the RGV, such as you and I. Today we have once again in our studio, and as well as welcoming to the KTAI radio, DJ Lucky J.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Shout out to the RGV. Thank you guys so much for having us here today.
All right. So how's it been? It's been a while since you've been on the studio.
It has. I think this is my, third time?
Yeah, it's been the third time.
Exactly.
Something like that. It's been amazing since I've been on. It's been a big old blessing, this whole journey of mine, and it looks like it's going to keep going up from here. You know, we've won. I think I didn't win that one the last time we were on the show. We've won 2 awards since the show. We have 3 total now. We have 4 nominees. It's been a big old blessing, and I can't be more thankful.
Mm-hmm. It's been busy for you since 2021. You want to show off the awards really quick of what you got?
My awards? Yeah, for sure. So we're going to go ahead and start off, I guess. Real quick, my dad goes a little extra with everything. We got actual awards, trophies, which I have mine over there. We have it. He's going to bring it right now. But this is my 2020 award. This is the one I won for the best DJ. This is like a local award, more local. And then, this is the first ever award that I won right here. All these belts are all customized, so I don't know if you can see that. So there's this is my recent one I won in 2021. This is the All-Star Music Award. I won Best Online Mobile DJ, which I don't know if you can see there, but yeah, so there's this one. And then my most recent award that I picked up is the best DJ of the year. It's the Guadalupe Awards. And then of course we had to go a little extra, and we got this big old belt. I don't know if you can see it because of reflection, but it says Guadalupe Awards, best DJ 2021, DJ Lucky J. And so yeah, we picked up this awesome award.
Woo! Congratulations on those, actually.
Yeah, all right.
And, I dropped the ketchup bottle. That was yeah. No, I just wanted to say real quickly, big shout out to all the fans, because if it wasn't for them, it would not have been possible. And I greatly appreciate everything. This is mind blowing. Like I mentioned, we picked up 3. We were 4-time nominee. We got 2 top 5 medals, and so yeah, it's like I said, it's been a crazy journey, but I'm very, very, very blessed and thankful for everything.
Mm-hmm. And for people that don't know
you,
like
you said, it's like you said, it's just a big old blessing that you're getting right now, and ride with it and enjoy it, and hold on to it, and be humble and be courteous and kind to everybody, of course, like you're doing now. I've seen a couple of your shows right on Facebook and such, and and I've also seen that you also actually got up on stage and introduced artists and everything like that. Since you've grown, since when you first started with us, I guess your first interview, like you said, this is your 3rd one. You were barely 14 years old. And you had actually been the youngest on-air jock.
Yeah.
And then from there, it just progressed to expanding more and more and more and more. You're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You've gotten a bigger base, a bigger fan base following now, if you will. How do you feel about that now? You're getting extra people now listening to you and everything, and has it gotten to your head yet that you're not rich, but you're famous, just like me and Destiny? We're not rich, but we're famous. People know us.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, starting in the airwaves, and I think it was September 18th of 2017. I got fired January 4th of 2019. And then I just started doing my own thing. It started off with it was so little. I used to do it in my backyard and there in the studio thing that we have now. But it was nothing like we have now. So it started off, I would get maybe 10, 20 views at most. But I just never gave up because one day it was gonna work. And just the other day, I think it was Monday, I back then had a record of 2.2 thousand people watching me at one time. And we just broke that with 3,000 people watching me at one time. And now we just surpassed. Now we have 60,000 followers on my Facebook page. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing. It's amazing. I think the coolest thing about this experience is what I've always wanted, and I've always wanted in my head, for me to be out somewhere and people just stop me and take a picture. And now it's like I can't go anywhere because no matter where I go, I always take a picture with someone. I'm not saying I'm not saying I mind it. I really don't mind it. I love it. And that is one thing that I've always told my parents I wanted, was for somebody to recognize me somewhere I go, and want to take a picture, or whatever the case. Some people ask for autographs, and I'm all for it. Like I always tell everybody, I don't care if I'm eating, if I'm HEB grocery shopping, or I don't know, buying clothes, whatever the case is, feel free, stop me. And at the doctor's office, my doctor was so cool. She had just moved to Texas, and she said I helped her grow into Texas. So she was freaking out with me. That's when I had the flu, I think. And she was really, really cool. So yeah, I think that was one of the biggest parts that I've always dreamt of, and now that it's finally happening, it's a really big blessing.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's good. That's real good to hear. I mean, I'm glad you've got great managers behind you, to tell you the truth. I would say your mom and dad are your managers, right? They're the people that are taking care of everything for you, or would it be your mom?
Well, we all work as a big old team. I know everybody sees me and thinks I'm a one-man team, but it wouldn't be possible without them. My mom literally gets phone calls 24/7. It literally be like 3 a.m. and somebody's calling to hire us. And she takes care of all that. She takes care of the calendar, the booking. It's gonna be this much on this day, and all that stuff. And she has a real job on top of that. She's a substitute teacher at Alice High School. So that's all her part. My dad, since I know it sounds like I'm not really starting, but I'm actually really starting to get into the gigs and quinceañeras and all that stuff. My dad he MCs the entire thing, from the escorts and all that stuff, the sponsors. He announces all that. So basically, say it's like a 4-hour gig. He'll do like approximately, like if it's a quinceañera wedding, he'll do the first hour just announcing and emceeing the whole thing, and then I'll go on there, do my show, and it's a full team, and it wouldn't be, it's a family. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for them. So truly grateful for them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I'm glad your dad, your mom and dad are there to support you and help you out and everything like that. Let me ask you something. I know that you made your studio bigger. I know you got like I remember when they first started making your studio and everything like that, your dad was telling me about it and everything, and then now you got it completed and all. Do you see yourself making that studio bigger, or do you see yourself moving into a bigger building?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how much I have left in me to keep DJing. I'm not gonna lie. The cool thing about this studio is I can change it however and whenever I want. Like it was Halloween 1 month, I did a whole Halloween setup. There was literally spider webs all over the place, like all that cool stuff. And then and then the next week we did a breast cancer show, so I had a breast cancer setup. Following week I did all Christmas and New Year's, and now I'm gonna actually start for Valentine's. So it's really cool. I feel like I'm good where I'm at. I try to do my best to change things up as best as possible, because it's like a TV show, it's a daily show. I feel like once people hear it so much, it's eventually going to get old. So that's why I'm trying to bring in new stuff, decorate, all that good stuff to keep the followers interested in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, good. So basically you're always trying to come up with different ideas every day, just also to get the people not only just to listen, but also to catch it like an eye candy type of thing, so they can see, oh, this guy's got a different setup today, and let's see what Lucky J comes up with tomorrow and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. And so that's what I wouldn't imagine making it bigger. I feel like we had a thought a little bit last year. We had a thought of everything, not only my studio and my show, but we had a thought of getting a tour bus, an RV to go touring with us, because we're literally all over the place. And we thought that would be the best.
Cool.
the best
Just
investment.
don't forget to put there when you put it on your bus. I know you're gonna put DJ Lucky J, but somewhere in the corner put thank you, Rock and Rudy and Destiny. 97.7 FM the city and stuff like that, right, Destiny? That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, but the thing is, like, it's up to what's it called, Lucky J, of course.
Of course,
Yeah,
it's all up to him, you know.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna say, you know, along with the studio, we obviously do our public shows, and that's one thing that we were really interested in and going to invest in eventually. But like I said, I don't know how much longer I have left in me to keep this DJ Lucky name alive. But I'm gonna. I know I was talking to Destiny, you know, before the interview, and I was telling her, I'm gonna eventually go into college. Everybody always tells me to study communications.
Yeah, because you're good at it already.
Yeah,
I have broadcast too is the same thing. You know, communication, broadcast, business management. That's what it takes too. But you know what, Lucky J, I was just thinking right now, maybe like when you do your next event, your next gig, say like another wedding or a quinceañera or something, why don't you do a live show from there?
I sometimes do. It's all depending on the crowd. Some crowds, you know, they hire us, and you know, they just hire us to drink some beer and just chillax and jam out. Some crowds, they're always on the dance floor. You know, no matter what I play, they're dancing. So yeah, I mean, sometimes I do. Sometimes I pop up live. Like I think I did one in Port Lavaca. Was my last one that I did was quinceañera. I did a live show in La Port one time. We live streamed that one. And so sometimes you can see me pop up on my live every once in a while.
All right, cool. I also noticed that, was this about a week ago or a couple of days ago? I'm not too sure. But you were doing a revealing party, or I guess it was because it was your sister, right?
Oh yeah, his sister. I remember that. You posted it on Facebook, right?
Yeah, it was a gender reveal. I actually had no idea how to decorate. I've never decorated anything in my life. But that thing somehow, that back job somehow came out freaking amazing. So
it was awesome. It really was, you know.
I never decorated before. I saw Amazon. I bought that whole kit on Amazon, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. I had never done even one of those balloon things. I always say it wrong. And I somehow did that, but I put it all together because I wanted to make it special for her. And you know, she's not gonna be a mom, I'm gonna be an uncle, and we're super excited.
Oh yeah, I saw the little.
And your parents are gonna be grandparents.
My parents are gonna be my dad's already a 2-time grandparent, but it's really gonna be his first one, so they're excited as well.
Your dad's already a 3-time grandparent, but this is gonna be his first one.
Wait, a 2-time. How does that? Wait, hold up. I had to think about that.
How does that go? How does that happen? That's what I want to know.
yeah, 2 already. Well, 2 and then us 2.
Oh, he has 4. Okay, previous kids. Okay.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be his first one with your mom.
Yes.
All right. And how about you, Lucky J? Any lucky woman in your house, in your life?
No, just a bunch of. Oh no, that was gonna sound so wrong.
Oh no.
Anyway,
I didn't continue there because I was like, oh no.
Hey,
Destiny. This.
Hey, Destiny, don't forget when this young man came to us, he was barely 14 years old. He didn't even know what that was.
I was gonna ask, going into live streaming and all that, have you ever considered doing live stream on Twitch?
Never Twitch. I don't know why I never Twitch. I think I thought that was more for like gaming type things.
Mm-hmm.
But TikTok for sure. TikTok right now is what's hitting, and I feel like everybody's more on social media now because everybody somehow is getting, you know, the COVID-19 again.
Mm-hmm.
So starting to jump up higher, and TikTok is really what's hitting right now. So I feel like TikTok would probably be another focus if Facebook, you know, if I didn't go Facebook Live, it'd probably be TikTok Live.
Mm-hmm.
So Lucky J, let me ask you something. Right now, I guess for the past year, I mean, you've been winning awards left and right and all that other good stuff. And of course, your success is tremendously going up and up and up and up, and you're getting a lot of great blessings and such, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
For the next year, for this year coming up now, which is of course 2022, and I know you're about to graduate from high school, and like you said, you're getting ready to go to college, right? Are you gonna feel things out little by little just to see how the way it's gonna mix into your work now that you're doing as DJ? And I know you said that you're trying to keep it alive as much as you can, but the DJing business, you can keep it alive as long as you're DJing. You know, you're doing good, you're doing great. Look at your dad. You know, your dad's also emceeing and helping you out and stuff like that. And then don't forget, at one time he was, of course, lucky, you know, Jesse Boy, you know, mix masters, you know, and doing the radio shows and everything like he is now. But again, you're DJing, you know, it's like for me, and I would like to say a lot of others, and Destiny also. For us, this is not just a job; it's our passion. This is what we like to do. You know what I mean? We love doing things like this, you know, and we'll do it in a heartbeat. You know, we'll go to a wedding or quinceañera. We'll do whatever, you know, just so people can hear our voices and they can recognize us and stuff like that. Like I said, we're not rich, but we're famous because people know us. You know. How do
Yeah.
you see yourself? How do you see yourself trying to expand yourself, get greater and better, and hopefully win, you know, more awards?
Yeah, well, here in the 2022 year, where I'm really mainly focused, and my goal is set on to do this tour that we have planned, which is the Road to Success tour. Um, so that's our main focus as of right now in this year, and of course, obviously, you focus on school, and then now going into college and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to incorporate as best as possible. I told my mom I can't see myself working at an HEB or just something like that, because I've never honestly worked like an actual job like that. So it's gonna be something that I have to adjust to, really adjust to. But I'm obviously, there's always gonna be this in me. I'm always gonna have this thing in the back of my head that that's your passion. You are a DJ, and that's why I think I've created this big old name for DJ Lucky J, because I do feel like sometime in the future it'll eventually come back to me. Just like my dad. My dad, you know, he did radio for so many years, stopped radio for quite a bit of years as well, and then went back when I decided, hey, I think I want to do this. So he eventually went back, and so maybe, I don't know, maybe when I have my own little son or daughter, maybe one of them will be interested in what I do, and hopefully, take my footsteps into it, just like I did.
Wow. I have one more question. Let me ask you. I want to know, how was it for you to interview one of the most living legends of all time in the Tejano world, my uncle, Mr. Entertainer, Carlos Guzman?
It was awesome. It was very unexpected, to say the least. We were just I was at my family gathering there. What was it, Halloween? When we were in the family in McAllen? I think it was Halloween, or I don't know. The Cowboys were playing the Patriots. That's all I know. And we were just there, and my uncle Eddie, he's really big in our industry. He knows the Pulidos and all that stuff. So he called Carlos Guzman. He came by, gave me a book, and we were just interviewing and talking about the book and stuff like that. So it was really, really cool. Really humble man, and it was cool. It was awesome.
Yeah, he's a real down to earth. His son is named George the Barber. He cuts hair right down there in downtown McAllen. He's a real good guy too, George. That's George Guzman, Carlos Guzman's son. So, but I am glad you got to meet him, because that is a true legend right there, brother. He's one of the last of the few remainings that are still running around,
Yes,
but
of course.
It's good to see. It's good to see that you got to meet him, because that is a true legend that you want to put on your belt there as a notch,
Yes, sir. Of course. And like I said, it was an honor. Really humble dude, and an amazing interview.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny. Don't
yes,
talk too much.
Finally, I was waiting for that. Going back to how you mentioned about the tour bus, I've noticed that you've done a lot of traveling recently, and even to Vegas. How's it been? What's your favorite part about traveling, or where have you traveled that's your favorite?
Honestly, everywhere I go is a different chapter. I've never been to most of these places. I never even knew most of these places existed until I'm starting to go places, and I mostly, I'm not gonna lie, fall asleep in the back seat. I sleep for most of the time. But I think it's very cool. One of the coolest places that I think I've traveled, I don't even know, it'd probably be to Vegas. It was cool, but it was really, it was weird at the same time, because I couldn't really do much because of my age. But we're expected to go back to Vegas this year. That's going to be another stop in our tour. That's in July. I think we're going to go with the Tejano convention. We've been talking to David, and I think we're going to be set for Vegas this year.
Mm-hmm. What are the tour dates and also locations do you plan on doing?
I for sure want to do Houston. It's not planned. These are just some that off the top of my head that I'm really wanting to do is Houston, and I really want to do somewhere in the Florida area.
Mm-hmm. I never asked this before, but being a DJ, where is one place that you really want to DJ or DJ at an event to?
I just want to do something like really, really big, something where there's gonna be like a lot of people. I don't know, like maybe like a stadium vibe or something. I've always wanted to do probably like a halftime show for like an NFL game.
Ooh, maybe the Cowboys. Ooh,
maybe the Cowboys. We have a lot of Houston. Maybe it's oh, and the New York Mets. The pitcher, his name was Akeem Bostic, something like that. I met him in Sinton at an event, and he really enjoyed my show. So we should be going to New York probably soon to go catch a game there in the suite.
Wow. And mentioning
wouldn't it be cool if you were to go up to the announcer's booth box and get the mic and say, "Hi, everybody, this is Lucky J from Texas."
Oh my gosh, yeah,
that would be amazing, right? That would be great.
You never know.
Well, I think you got a good shot at it. You know, if you do go over there, talk to the right people, you know, you never know. You never know. Things can happen like that. You know, that's the life of a DJ. It's spur of the moment thing.
But yeah, going back on how you're touring and also like doing so many events, I also noticed on your Snapchat that you post a lot of McDonald's and like all these other places. What's your favorite fast food restaurant that you've been to?
You can guess that one. Come on.
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Everybody, I literally go to school and they're like, "How are you not fat?" Or everybody always tells me, "How are you not fat?" I honestly don't know. I know I do know that I started to hit the gym, and I've always told myself that I wanted to stay, you know, in shape, but McDonald's just takes over. I don't know. I just literally, it's either a Big Mac combo or a 10-piece nugget combo. And that is an everyday thing after my show or after school or in the morning. It's just, I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Mm-hmm. Weird, but it's just like an everyday thing.
Yeah. Going into, what's it called? So you are already going to graduate soon. How do you feel about graduating high school and transitioning into college life? Because I know that you already have a plan for college, sort of, but how do you feel about graduating soon?
It's I don't know. I have different thoughts of it all the time. I think like, you know, dang, like it's the end of my, you know, young years. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna hardly talk to, you know, half these people that are in my class. I'm not gonna see half of them. You know, everybody's gonna go their separate ways and just move on with life. And so it's kind of sad, but I'm ready for it. You know, I've never, I don't know, I'm ready for it.
Oh, wow.
Best I can say. It's sad.
Oh no, that's a good answer. That really is.
Yeah, I do have times that it's sad, but for the most part, you know, life happens. You have to move on, and like I said, you're not going to see half these people anymore. You know, everybody's going to go their separate ways, start their own family, whatever the case is, and so yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Start a different journey in our life, right?
And do you know if you're going to get like a regular graduating ceremony, or because of COVID becoming a little bit worse, do you think it's going to like happen soon?
I'm honestly praying that we have a regular graduation ceremony. That's what I'm hoping and praying for. But you never know, like COVID is starting to get really bad. So I'm not too sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you something real quick. Are you planning on having a graduation party for yourself?
I think so. I honestly, I don't really know. I think I want to go to just Florida and just celebrate over there.
Woo! He wants to party.
I was about to ask you, because I was just about to say, who's gonna DJ your event? That's what I like to know, because you can't do it because it's about you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you can't do it.
No, I think I'd prefer to just travel. I don't know. My sister did that. Was it last year? We went to Vegas for her graduation. I think this year I want to go to Florida for mine.
Do you plan on going to like Disneyland soon? Is it Disneyland? I'm trying to think, or Disney World, I think.
It's World. In Florida, it's World.
Okay.
More than likely, yeah, probably something. I'm gonna only be when I graduate. I'm gonna be 17. So we gotta, you know, do stuff around that age that I can actually do, because, like I said, Las Vegas, that was probably it was it was a great experience, but just some of the things that I couldn't do were just, it was sometimes annoying. But yeah, something in Florida. I feel like Florida is good for not only, the adult life, but also it has a lot of fun things for us that are not quite there yet.
That's true. That's true. I hope you enjoy like that little vacation time, because like as soon as you transition from high school to college, and I've noticed this myself, it's kind of weird, but it gets easier. So you'll see yourself like seeing like, oh wow, this is actually pretty easy. I don't know why I was stressing so much in high school. So just enjoy your time while you're in high school already. Enjoy that time, and you'll enjoy college as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I needed that advice. That's something good to hear.
Yeah. I know we're short on time right now, but I've never really, I think I didn't ask this person the last episode, but what are your plans for 2022?
Yeah, like I mentioned, I just want to really focus on my tour and try to hit as much places as possible, because like I said, I don't know 2023, I don't know what 2023 is going to bring. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this or what the case is, but I just really want to focus on hitting all my major cities that do follow, and then just start focusing on college and getting all my college stuff set and ready to go.
All right. I want to thank you, Lucky J, for being here with us today on RGV Rocks. Before we go, wow.
What is that?
That's cool.
These are my so what I was talking to you about, like doing like new and upcoming stuff to change the attire. So we added. Well, I got these in 2021 for my award. We wore these to the award show, and now it's just like an every event thing. I have these in gold, black, and green.
Oh my gosh, those are beautiful. That's cool.
Something different that you don't see on the daily.
I was mentioning because
we don't see it all. I've never seen that before.
I can't wait for like all those outfits, because like I know that you have like different tuxes like here and there, and it's just cool. I see that all the time, like on your Facebook and whatnot. It's amazing. Keep it up.
I try to look, stand out as best as possible, and I think it's working.
Mm-hmm.
Stand out and stand in. That's what has got to be done. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what you're doing. I mean, and the thing is that you're doing it your way, which is good, which is a big plus, which is something that I admire a lot about you and everything like that. And then of course you've got two great parents behind you helping you out 110%, which is awesome. Like you said, it's a family thing, and that's what's making you successful as well.
Yes, sir.
Be humble, like I tell you, my brother. Be humble. Keep up the good work. Keep up the great work, and pretty soon you are going to be out there introducing the the Cowboys or whatever. You never know.
Hopefully, I mean that's a dream, and hopefully one day it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
Closing out the show, I want to thank you, DJ Lucky J, for joining us here today. Do you have any shout outs or anything you would like to promote before we end the show?
Just big shout out once again to all the people out there who support and keep supporting DJ Lucky J. I really, really appreciate you all. And it's been one crazy journey, and I can't wait to see what the up and coming years bring. Want to thank you guys for having me. I think, like I said, this is like my third or fourth time on the show, and I greatly appreciate you guys. Always open doors, and I appreciate it. And like I said, just shout out to all the fans out there. Thank you guys so much for all your support, and I hope to see you guys soon here in a city near you.
Yo, well, I'm gonna see if I can go make it over there to y'all's house, to your studio, so like that we can do an interview with me now. Come on, Destiny. Destiny lives right down the street from me. She's only 10 minutes away. Huh?
I said, come on. Hey, I'll meet Destiny in Kingsville.
Yes, true.
That's what I'm saying. Destiny's gonna be right down the street from you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna live in the dorms there, but I'll be there on campus in A&M.
Destiny, you're at the apartments there, right? Or
yeah, I'm in apartments right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the dorms. I don't know. I felt like I was in jail. I did not feel comfortable.
Yeah, I had the same feeling too. No, what's it called? No offense to the dorms, but I just like the apartments better.
Yeah, I much rather be home.
Anyway, Rudy, any shout outs?
But at least like that, you'll have a little bit more freedom if you're not in the dorms. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're gonna live here,
Rudy.
Well, it's just kind of the same thing because I'm gonna live here.
But you're just down the street from the school, anyways, right?
Yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna live here. I'm gonna be driving every day. I have my own car, so I'm gonna be driving every day to Kingsville.
Oh yeah, I forgot you mentioned you have your own car.
Oh, nice.
I bought my first car in April.
You just got it?
In April.
That's what I said. You just got it in April. This April.
Yeah, I just.
Well, not this April. I mean, last year. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. We're not even April yet.
I know. I just realized that. Hello. Hey, I'm still celebrating New Year's Eve. Give me a break.
Rudy, so any shout
All
outs?
right. Well, Lucky J, any shout outs?
No, we already did Lucky J's shout out. I'm asking for you, Rudy, if you want to say any
Well,
shout outs.
for me, yeah, I want to send out a big old shout out to the Guerra family. Thank you very much for making this happen. And also, Lucky J, thank you very much for being you and you doing what you do as good as you do. A big old shout out to my co-host, of course, the ever loving and the beautiful Miss Destiny, DJ Destiny there. And a big old shout out to my two ladies, my lovely ladies, Joanna and Darlene, and my grandson, Carson. And to all the mix masters and everybody out there at DDS Productions as well. We love you guys. And thank you very much for listening and joining us today as well. Destiny.
All right. Thank you. I was wondering when we were going to end the show because we have a 30-minute time slot now. So I'm short on time. But if you guys want to check us out or learn more about what we do on our show, make sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Facebook and Instagram is RGV Rocks and Twitter is Rocks RGV. Thank you so much, DJ Lucky J, for joining us here today on the studio. And I especially want to remind everyone, thank you for listening to our Humble Show, and be here next time on RGV Rocks. Peace.